Why are you in orange? It's a dream. It's a dream, do it. Have you ever heard of a dream and how it works? That's Trump's thing? Wow. That's the worst thing you could have said ever. No, I'm the cute kind of orange. He's the worst kind of orange. Hi everybody. It's Burt. Hello everyone. How's it going? I see everybody's. I'm glad that the chat is vibing well. Hope that Percept 56 do not dream. What? You don't dream? I'm not familiar with dreams. Oh, that's what this is. A little while ago, about a month to be exact, I asked my lovely followers, or anyone who listened really, to submit dreams to me. I asked them to submit these dreams via Google Form or Tungle.hell submission. And this is the part where I tell everybody live on camera, who did what. So let's see. We have quite a few dreams to read. Oh, if only I was here a month ago, I'd be making so themed. I mean, you could still talk about your dreams. If you're in the chat right now and you haven't, you still want us to share at least a dream you had, I don't mind reading it out. I just have one condition. No wet dreams. No wet dreams, no matter how interesting they were. Goodness gracious, I don't even know how to start this. I guess I'll just start it as I usually do, with saying, how was everybody's week so far? I hope everybody's week went well. Oh dear, my dreams are going to be read. If you don't want me to read them, if you don't want me to read them, you can just say, hey, Bert, don't read them, please. For the love of God. I understand it's a bit personal, I understand, but you know, if you really don't want me to read them, now's a chance to, like, at least put forward some lack of consent here. Because, we're all a little embarrassed today. I'm especially embarrassed because, unfortunately, despite the fact that I said I wouldn't talk about my dreams, for the next few weeks, my week is hectic as usual. School hell. Is that smiley face upside down guy giving the thumbs up your teacher? Is that why you're setting him on fire? Because he's in hell? Sorry. That's so awful. That's an awful thing to say. Well, I hope that everybody is actually looking forward to it. We're not also just looking at dreams. We're talking about subconscious stuff. We're talking about, like, to be honest, I say we're talking about subconscious stuff, but most of my knowledge is surface level. This weekend's been very hot. Simmer is kicking in early. Oh, I'd hug you, but I want to make you hotter, so I'll just do that thing where I touch your face in an affectionate way. Or your shoulder, like I push on it or something. I'm sorry that you guys have been having some weather troubles, at the very least. It's been nice and cool where I've been visiting, as far as things are concerned. Also, you know what? Those who celebrate, how was your Thanksgiving? I can understand. I don't mind my dream being read. I've been meaning to share my dreams for a while. Ooh. But the reason I wanted to do this dream journal thing is because I always talk about my dreams all the time on my streams. I talk about them all the time. Like, I think it's probably like at least, I don't know what the turkey day is. A turkey day is. Well, then I assume you had a good Thursday. I assume you had a good Thursday to it. Let's see. Basically, I talk about my dreams a lot on stream, and I kind of got curious about how other people dream. So I decided to host this little event to not only encourage ourselves to play some board games with the family. Awesome. I wish I could play board games with people. Everybody's too busy. Even Mike. I decided to have this little, this little get-together just so we could, talk about how different our dreams are, about the subconscious, about surface-level stuff. You know what? Actually, I will be right back, because I think I have a book that can do surface-level stuff. BRB. back. And I come bearing a book! Oh, shoot. Ah! Oh no, I'm frozen in place, guys! You wanna know something fun that I've wanted to do for the longest time, if I ever got popular enough? If I ever got popular enough, hold on, I had to readjust something really quick. If I ever got popular enough, the one thing I'd want to do is I'd want to have it to where I want to have like a segment where I play board games with people. I call it Burt's Board Game Corner, and I'd play board games with everybody, you know, and that would be like my thing, you know. I could participate. It would be something everybody could participate in. Let's see. Hopefully everybody, hopefully one day I'll be able to do that. Just be able to do board game stuff. If I ever get enough people who have Board Game Simulator, unfortunately. That's one of the things that would have to be required, though. Let's see. Let's talk about the brain. Oh, hey! I turned to the right page. Entering your dreams. So there we go. That would be fun. It would be fun, yeah. If enough people got Board Game Sim, then we could play some board games together. Some of the weirder ones and some of the more abstract ones. Some of the obscure ones, you know, or Catan. You guys want to play Catan? Settlers of Catan? That'd be fun. Okay, so, I turned to the right page of my book called Entering Your Dreams. So it says your brain draws on and remixes your memories of people, places, and emotions to create something complex and usually confusing virtual realities known as dreams. I'm gonna go ahead and put my controversial opinion forward. And once again state that I've always thought that dreams are just AI generated. So instead of Christmas time, it'll be Zotmas time. Is here. Of course. You know, you're not too far off, dude, because as people know who don't like to watch the VOD all the way through, who don't want to watch the VOD all the way through, I will not be doing anything particularly special for Christmas, and I will probably be continuing on with Hollow Knight all through December, taking every other weekend off until at least January, which I'll be taking the first 2 weeks off, and then I'll be back for reals. Hopefully with more, stuff. Oh hey, this one talks about sleepwalking. So sleepwalking occurs during slow wave or deep sleep. At this level of sleep, your muscles are not paralyzed as they are during REM. The brainstem sends nervous signals to your brain's motor cortex, causing you to act out your dreams. It's more common when people are sleep deprived. Sleep talking occurs during REM sleep. If nerve signals that usually paralyze your muscles are interrupted, temporarily allowing you to vocalize in your dreams. It may happen when you are moving from one level of sleep to another. Yes, I do think that... Look, everyone describes the brain as the most complicated computer ever, even if it doesn't always work half of the time. So, if you take images from your brain and conglomerate them into dreams, then they're AI generated. Isn't that how it works? You feed the images into your brain, and then they come out in your head while you're asleep. That's AI generation right there. There we go. Goodness gracious. Anyway, has anyone ever had experience with a sleep talker or a sleepwalker? Zote is an AI generated. AI is Zote generated. Nice. Has anyone ever had any experiences with, like, sleep talking or sleepwalking? Like, have they had a relative that maybe, or have you yourself been a sleepwalker? You never got one of those apps to, that records yourself talking with that, records yourself talking? My brother used to sleep talk when he was younger. Aw. Aw. You don't get one of those apps that record, you sleep talking? And then it sells that information to some corporation, and then you have to deal with ads about something that you're not really interested in, but only subconsciously. I think I have experienced it with one of my parents, but I'm not sure. Like sleep talking or sleepwalking, because you gotta understand that there's a difference. Sleepwalking, I think sometimes I wake myself up because I'm mumbling things right as I'm falling asleep. You want to know something funny about how sleep talking I meant? Ooh. You don't have to share what they've said, by the way. This is they didn't give consent. You want to know something funny about how the human brain works? Back then we didn't have phones that advanced. Oh, I imagine that's what. Imagine that, but you guys have never done it yourselves in the future, like not right now. Like I said, you get your phone, you record, you get an app, you record yourself like sleep talking, and then the app sells the information to some corporation, and then the corporation will sell you stuff depending on what you sleep talked about, but it's only your subconscious desires. Like you could say I like pie in your dreams, and then suddenly you're getting pie ads. And you're like, I don't even like pie that much. I like the number pi, even though I don't remember all the numbers, but I don't like pie. Let's see, here we go, let's see. Sleepwalking and talking. Yeah. Unfortunately, have been an era where cell phones are the norm. Aw. I suppose. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just looking for something to like read off this page of this book. I'll just bookmark it for now. We'll talk about it later. But basically, you want to know the funny thing about like the brain? Sometimes when I'm sleeping, and I feel like everybody experiences every once in a while. Sometimes when I'm trying to fall asleep, my brain will sometimes send a signal to my legs, and my leg will do this little jolt, like, huh! Like it'll kind of go through like it'll twitch, I guess you could say. Like if it's slightly folded, it'll unfold quickly. And I guess, and from what I've heard, that's just your brain's way of saying, "Hey, you alive in there?" Have you guys ever had that happen? You know, like a sort of. Oh yeah, I've experienced the leg jolt a couple of times. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. It's just your brain just asking if you're alive. It's not like your brain, it's not like you're experiencing anything weird. Now, you want to know what is bad? Sleep paralysis. I can work through it. It's hard, but I can work through it because I've always thought to myself sleep paralysis is the sign that you're on your way to lucid dreaming. My arms do that a lot. I feel like I'm falling. I used to experience that a lot when I was younger. Like, when I was younger, I would be sleeping in my bed, and suddenly I'd feel like I was on a roller coaster, and I wouldn't even be that far asleep. I'd be like laying in my bed, and I feel like my bed was going down and up on a hill or whatever. Man, I want to ride a roller coaster again. It's just off. It was just weird, you know? It's weird how what your brain experiences when you're sleeping, you know? You just have that feeling of like, you know, let's see. You guys are coming with me on an adventure around the house while I find the ice packs. The ice packs? Is that, what happened? What happened? Let's see. By the way, I think I remember reading somewhere that you have multiple dreams while sleeping as well. Like you're not like it's not like it's not like when you guys are. Oh, you're trying to cool off. Well, I hope they help you cool off. Yeah, me too. I hope they help you cool off too. Some of us keep a caffeine. Oh, hey. It's hot. I'm melting. Oh no. How do you know the ice packs are gonna melt? I mean, I seriously think that our brain takes us on weird adventures when we're sleeping, and I think lucid dreaming is much more fun in that sense. As I've said before, sleep paralysis is one of those things where I kind of don't mind it because that means that I can kind of work through it. But I never open my eyes because I'm afraid of getting those sleep paralysis demons. You know those? They're really dark and scary and they often look really realistic. think I remember seeing a Tumblr post about a person who experiences sleep paralysis. They saw the, I've never had sleep paralysis. Well, congratulations, do it. You're amazing. And I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way. I know it sounds like I am, but I'm not. It's actually an admirable thing. I've never had sleep paralysis, but I've had dreams where I've been at the edge of dreaming, being awake and being aware that I'm dreaming. I genuinely thought I had sleep paralysis because there's a weight on my chest. Turns out it's just my blanket. You have one of those weighted blankets? I know why I never. It's alright. You probably just have a lot more. I've had that a lot. I've only had 2 where I saw some red-eyed demon in my room. Did you say hi? Based on the position you sleep, I believe I could be wrong. I sleep on my stomach a lot. I've noticed that I like sleeping on my stomach a lot. What I do is I get on my stomach, I'll have my Enderman plushie on one hand, and I'll have a bunch of shark plushes. Actually, I only have 2 shark plushes. I have 1 shark plush on one side, and 1 shark plush between my legs, like a body pillow. And then I have my legs elevated, you know, and all that. I need to get another pillow for my head. It's been weird. I've been really, I've been kind of feeling weird about that lately. Well, how about we get started reading some dreams? We'll go ahead and read 1 for now, and then we'll get started with we'll continue to talk. Or at least talk about what, So here we go. If Flaming Red Anon, aka Lizzie, someone on Tungle.hell who I really love, and their art style. I really do like their art style, but there's only one criticism. Sleep paralysis is more common with people who sleep on their back. Speaking on plushies, I just remembered that my sibling used to have a lot of plushies before they were given away. Aww. Well, hopefully they found good homes. Either way. Oh. What did this? Oh, I'll have to share this in a second. I'll share this with your dream, Sketchy. If you did you submit something for the dream thingy? This is Sham. This is Sketchy. Okay, so Sketchy did dream. Sketchy did, why did I do that? Okay. We're gonna read Liz's dream here. Liz's dream. Boy, buckle up, folks. Even my dreams are something else. So we're gonna read Liz's dream here first, because this is on Tungle.hell and it's the most convenient. So, like I said, for those of you who don't know, Flaming Red Anon, aka Lizzie, she's awesome. She's cool. Her art style is amazing. She has awesome ideas. She's also a really good artist and everything. I will offer 1 criticism. She needs to draw more Burt. She needs to draw more Burt. There's a lack of Burt on her page right now. I'm just kidding. Maybe. Okay, well, anyway. Let's get started, shall we? So, this comes from Flaming Red Anon on Tungle.hell, aka Lizzie. We all know her. Oh, Lizzie, yeah, her art's really nice and cute. Yep. Alright, so, she writes. It's a rare chance I dream also themes. I recently had a dream where I was watching an older episode of Ink Masters, and everything seemed normal until the contestants started pulling out large cooking pots to start making chili before tattooing their clients. So the contestants are going back and forth tattooing something black and gray related, and checking on their chili and everything seems fine. Till Frieza, from Dragon Ball Z, shows up and steals several pots of chili. His anger is basically the entire room, and all the contestants band them together and start throwing whole tattoo machines at Frieza at increasing speeds, soon burying him in machines and somehow killing him as he explodes like a Mega Man boss. Dave Navarro enters— I don't know who this is, but Dave Navarro enters the room and says he and the judges were so impressed with the teamwork that no one is getting eliminated, and everyone leaving with their pots of chili, and the people that they were supposed to be tattooing have just disappeared. I think someone was watching Ink Masters a lot before they had this stream. I don't know what that show is. I think I can gather from the context clues what Ink Masters is. You know, it's one of those shows where they over exaggerate every little thing so that way they can That way they can create a reality show or whatever. It's so strange how we, how when we're watching TV in a dream, it, it feels so real. Maybe that's where the concept of lost episodes comes from. You know, the idea that we saw an episode as a kid. We saw an episode as a kid when we were younger, but it turns out it was just a dream and it wasn't actually a thing that actually happened. That's, I feel like, one of the things that, that's, I feel like, one of the things that actually, that kind of occurs with dreams. I mean, the same can be said for Super Mario 64 B3313. That, was created from vague memories of, glitches and such, and rumors that were heard around school about how Mario 64 was. Like, if you guys don't remember, there was the, Oni Plays, made that rumor about how, and I don't, regardless of your opinion about this guy, just shut up and let me tell the story. Like that one black and white SpongeBob episode where I thought there was one where there was a full version of it in full color. Black and white SpongeBob episode? Okay, you're trolling me, because I've watched as much SpongeBob as I can possibly watch in the constraints of any afternoon of any kind. But, I don't think I remember there being a black and white SpongeBob episode. It's a newer one. Oh, okay. No, my memories are more... I haven't watched SpongeBob since, I think, season 6. Since Atlantis Square Pantis, I believe. So, I don't think, I don't think, I'm on the same wavelength as you do it. That's not how it works. Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, you know, we make SpongeBob quotes here all the time, so it's not like my little brother made me watch it. Ah, it's alright. Well, SpongeBob's a good cartoon sometimes now, but I have a feeling that once Tom Kenny finally croaks, they're gonna start AI generating SpongeBob's voice, because there's no way they're canceling the show. I highly doubt it. It's just awful when you think about it. That we live in an age where we can and will, where corporations can and will do that. If I ever die, will you guys replace me with an AI generated version of myself? Will you guys think to yourself, it's not the same though? It's like that came back wrong meme. No, thank God. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Let's see. Let's read more about dream sleeping. Because we got a page. We got a page here about falling asleep. So, sleepwalking is most likely to occur during deep sleep. Why it happens remains a mystery. You may walk around, eat, or even drive a car. Definitely wouldn't be the same Burt. Nuh-uh. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm so scared of the idea. I'm so scared of the idea of, gotta go to my laptop because my phone is going to die. Do the CPR! Do CPR! I always think to myself, I hope I never, ever, ever, ever experience sleepwalking, because I know I'm gonna kill myself if I ever sleepwalk. That would be the most awful thing. It would be the most awful thing in the world. Like, I would be horrified if I found out that wait, what? Wait. I just realized. What if I kill a man in my sleep? Oh my god, if you sleepwalk while driving a car, you could accidentally hurt somebody! That's horrible! I'm worried about sleepwalking. Hopefully I won't, because it would suck. I think it only happens when you're, like, really stressed. Like, when you're, like, really stressed and sleep deprived most of the time. That's probably what happens. Let's see. Sleep pressure. So apparently there's this thing called sleep pressure. The longer you stay awake, the larger your sleep pressure. This pressure comprises lysosomal chemicals such as adenosine, which causes fatigue by stimulating neurons in the brain. The more adenosine is produced if you've had an active day. So, you know, if you ever think to yourself today has just been too long and you just want to take a nap, you probably got an overdose of adenosine. You know, that's just how it works. Let's see. I guess when we're asleep though, I guess when we're awake though, it's like always kind of, it's always kind of weird how we always crave going back to bed. Has this ever happened to you? As I sound like, an infomercial. You're awake, but you want to go to bed so badly. You're like in a place where you can't go to bed. You're like way too tired. You're like, oh my god, I want to go to sleep so badly. And then you get into bed, and then your brain is like, so what am I supposed to do? And you're like, sleep. Like, huh. Sleep. Never heard of it. That's the worst feeling ever, I swear. I'm literally like, I really wish. Yeah, I feel like that a lot. I feel that a lot of times. It's just awful. I hate it when that happens. Well, how about I make you guys feel better with something to hurt your brain, especially after babysitting. Something to hurt your brain. Okay, hold on. Let me get it set up here really quick. Okay. Let's see. Oh no. It's fine. It's just an optical illusion. It's not gonna hurt you. Here it is. Okay, so here's how this one works. If you haven't heard of this, basically what you have to do, all you have to do, is stare in the center of this board here. Just stare. Right now. Just do it. Stare and then tell me what color you see after about a few seconds. You see it? This is one of the things I like about the brain, is that it likes to trick us every now and again. Not intentionally, but definitely sometimes. Green, not silk colored. Yeah. So, of course, shoot, I should probably keep this on screen while trying to read it. Hold on, let me fix this really quick. And then the pink disappeared. The pink disappeared? Wow, that's impressive. There's another illusion that alludes to that, but we'll talk about it in a second. So, this illusion was created by Jeremy Hinton, submitted to an online archive of illusions, optical illusions, in 2005. If you track the path of disappearing dots with your gaze, the gap between the dots appears gray, but what if you look instead at the plus sign, the missing dot appears green. This illusion involves the phi phenomenon, in which separate objects in rapid succession appear to be moving along a continuous path. It also triggers negative retinal after images, which appeared after the eye is exposed to one color in a fixed position for several seconds, then that color disappears or the eyes move away. There are several theories as to why this happens, but one is that the cells send information from the retina to the brain to adapt to the short window of time, adjusting it for the excessive exposure to one color, magenta in this case. When that color disappears, the adaptation the adaptation makes the leftover space appear green, complement to magenta. So if these circles were blue, hyper orange, I called it schizophrenia. It's alright. I mean, you know. Let's see. So basically, if these after image stuff is pretty cool, yeah. So I guess if these dots were blue, then they would eventually it'd eventually be orange, wouldn't it? Because orange is a complementary of blue, right? So if you guys like know any other complementary colors, like I think yellow is like a complement of trying to imagine the color wheel in my brain right now. I think it's like purple or green? It's green, right? No, green is magenta. Well, let's see. Hey guys, remember the dress hype from like long time ago? Remember that? Yellow and purple. Ah, I see. So remember the dress hype from a long time ago? Remember it happened in 2015 for those of you who need a refresher. A long time ago. So basically, I think green has light blue. Ah. That color confusing dress fuckery. Yes, remember. Here, let me go ahead and put the image of the dress on here. You can kind of see it right now. You can kind of see it right now. Holy shoot. Ah, not my desk. No, wait, I think that was chat. Ah, not my chat. Ah, that one. So, according to a lot of people, this was one of those things that a lot of people argued about. It's white and gold. We do you see blue and black. Where do you see blue and black? I know, exactly. A lot of people were like, well, this is being photographed in different light. So of course it's gonna look different. But it's like, how does this even work? But it could be the camera. Like, the camera is an extension of our brains because we use it to photograph things so that way we can remember stuff. Because you can tell that the lighting is really bad in this photo. It's like really bad. Like you can see like a bright light here. But then of course, so because the original dress photo was overexposed, it made the lighting source unclear. Forced viewers' brains to fill in with the likely lighting source and true colors of the garment. For the record, the dress is in fact black and blue. What's black and blue and probably a dead meme? A dress. We'll look at one more optical illusion here. Ta-da! Well, it's a bit small. Alright, this one is a funny one. It's kind of weird, actually, when you look at it. So, can you see it? The scintillating starburst illusion tricks us into seeing bright rays of light. The illusion is made up of concentric polygons that form a series of wreath-like patterns. The illusion works, you'll see bright rays shining through the intersection points between the outer peaks of each wreath. Our brain perceives bright dots at these intersection points because they're the thinnest parts of the wreath and then intervenes rays to connect those dots. So, yeah. We got a little, like a starburst. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, definitely. I see the rays. Most of these illusions are basically just your brain is fucking up somewhere. I'm staring right in the center. I can see all the little rays, and every time I look away at them, they vanish, which kind of pisses me off a little. Ah! There we go. Yep, pretty. Now how about we wrap that up with an auditory illusion. And then we start, okay, so let's see, what would be the best way to start? Oh, you know what? I actually want to try, I want to try, which one? This is Deutsches Scale Illusion. This was one I listened to on Vinny Vinesauce. So, a long time ago, a little while ago, he played this, and I just want to... Okay, so, do you have headphones? Okay, this is headphone time. This is headphone time right now. Hold on. Hold on. You guys have a headset. You guys have a headset, you know? Like a... let's see. You guys have a headset, like or something. If you don't have a headset, it should work just fine. If you're, I will give you guys about a few minutes to get your headsets. This works better with your headsets on, but it should work if you have your, if you have like speakers that are kind of stereoscopic or whatever. Like, for example, you have a left and a right speaker. Just give me, give me a thumbs up once you have your headsets on. Just give me a thumbs up. And while we're waiting, we'll discuss a dream. We'll discuss something else. So how many guys? There, alright. You got your headsets on? We got our headsets on? We're good? Are we ready to start? If you don't have a headset, are you at least ready to listen real hard? Now, let me ask you guys another question. Are you left-handed or are you right-handed? Because I want to see if there are any lefties in this audience. I'm right-handed. It's like 1 out of every 10 people in an audience are usually left-handed. Right-handed. We got a right-handed person right here. I'm right-handed. Right-handed. We got another right-handed person. Right-handed. We got another right-handed person. And Scooter uses their thumb to write everything. Scooter, are you left-handed or right-handed? Right. Alright, so we should probably hear the same thing. So with that being said, I think it's safe to say that we should hear the same thing, but let's just listen and see. You hear it? Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my audio here. Well, that's one way to turn it off. Here. Let me turn it off for real, and let me play it a couple more times. Might be a me issue. Okay. According to the wiki article, when listening to the illusion over headphones, most right-handers hear a melody corresponding to higher tones on the right, and a melody corresponding to lower tones on the left. Yeah, I turned the background music off. When the earphones positions are reversed, the higher tones continue to appear coming from the light and lower tones from the left. So, with that in mind, everybody, take your headphones off, put them back on backwards. I know it's gonna feel awkward. If you have earbuds, just reverse the earbuds or whatever. Has everybody done it? Has everybody reversed their earphones? I know it doesn't look like I did. My hat would be backwards otherwise. But my headset is on backwards. My headset is on backwards, don't worry. Alright. You guys ready? Now, see if you hear any difference. Actually, I can't tell if it's left or right, actually. Uh-oh. My left earphone died. Uh-oh. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna play it one more time, and maybe the technical difficulties will improve. Aha. It sounds pretty much the same throughout. Alright. So yeah. I love auditory illusions. Yeah. Samey. Yeah, definitely samey. Like when you hear it from the left speaker, when you hear it from the right speaker, you just, it just sounds weird, right? There's another scale, actually, that goes along with this. Hold on, let me see if I can get it up real quick. McGurk effect. Excuse me. Okay, tritone paradox. Damn it. If my left earphone didn't die on me, I'm pretty sure it was right, left, and middle sounds. Maybe right, and 2 people are playing the piano. Yeah. No, this is just a shepherd tone. Damn it. I want to do the tritone paradox, but I don't know if I can. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up. Tritone paradox. Can we listen to it? The tritone paradox. I didn't know she had a webpage. Okay, here we go. So we have an audio file. This is a mono sound file. So, headset's not required. Alright? Ready? Okay. I forgot to mention that you should probably write down. You should probably write down what you hear. So, refer to the tones as up or down. High, low, up, down, whatever you want. We're gonna listen to it again. Okay. So, for me, it was down, up. Sorry, can we do it again? Alright, one more time. One more time for Scooter. You don't have to worry about it. We all hear what we want to hear, don't we? Okay. So for me, the tones went down, up, down, up, down. It was pretty consistent. As someone who's worked with music before, it's kind of weird just to kind of hear this because it kind of made me think about it kind of made me think everyone kind of listens, kind of makes thanks, I heard up then down. Wow. For me, it was low, up, low, up, low. Yeah. I guess it's the same for everybody sometimes, but I feel like for some people it's completely different. To illustrate the tie-tone paradox. Decide whether it's going up or down in pitch. It works best to listen in groups and have listeners compare their judgments. Find that some people hear a pattern as ascending, while other people hear an identical pattern as descending. So for me, it was just kind of going up and down. Maybe it's a lot more technical than I think it is, or maybe I'm not doing it right. Basic pattern produces an illusion of two hocked octave. They hear a descending pattern. So some people hear it ascending and some people hear it descending. So let's see if I can hear it. Oh, for me it's descending. For me it's descending. For me it's descending. That's how I hear it. How do you guys hear it? How do you guys hear the tritone paradox? There we go. Let's see. Both. Both? You're amazing, do it. You're amazing. Your brain must be very strong. Nothing compared to my brain, I'm old. So, Descending. Wow. Ascending. I didn't catch it because I plugged my phone in the charger. I know. Don't have to tell me something I already know. Well, let's step away from optical and audio illusions for a second. Read some more dreams. We're about to hope Scooter's still around because we're about to read their dreams. Um. All right. This time it was up down, then down up twice, and then down up down. So maybe you heard it ascending, Scooter. Maybe you heard it ascending. You know, that's how it works. I think. I don't know. Our brains are wonderful because they like to fill in the blanks on stuff like that. I think, anyway. I get confused sometimes with these things. It's alright. I'm not a professional, so I'm not gonna grade you on this. If I was a professional, I'd be like, you have to tell me what's wrong! You have to tell me! I'm testing you! They like to fuck with us. Yeah, they do. Okay. So, Scooter, our lovely mod Scooter. Everybody give a big round of applause to Scooter and give them cake, or else you'll get banned. So I decree. If you guys don't do this, I'm just kidding. Maybe. Maybe. Yay! We got a round of applause from Sham. our lovely mod who keeps the gears running, makes sure that people are behaving themselves, and of course is also just a wonderful person all around, being patient with me despite how stupid I am sometimes. um, so I hope that you guys appreciate them a lot as much as I appreciate them as much as I do. So we're gonna be reading some of their dreams. They have they have submitted 3 dreams to us here. For the first, oh haha, thanks, that's so sweet. There we go. So they have submitted 3 dreams to us. They're all fairly short, so let's go ahead and get started with that. First dream. Dream 1. I'm trapped in a grocery store because I stayed too long and they didn't know I was there. I try to get caught or call someone to get me, but it doesn't work. After that, I steal all their double chocolate muffins and teleport home. This one's almost always a lucid dream. I can't help but think of that Walmart comic. You know the one where the guy he's like he buys a candle, but he ends up buying peanut butter, and it's like autumn. You're good company here. Stealing muffins, W use of free will. Hey, amen to that, friend. Amen to that, Mr. Top Hat Thief over here. I mean, don't you guys, if you guys are frequent on Tungle.hell, you guys know the Walmart comic, right? The one where the Walmart turns into an SCP or something. I don't know. I mean, there's an SCP IKEA. There's an SCP IKEA, but not an SCP not an SCP Walmart. Probably because Walmart's too corporate. If there was an SCP Walmart, no, I don't know that. Oh god, I wish I had the link to the original post so I could show you guys. It's so surreal. It's like amazing. And then they get home and then they're back at Walmart and it's like a horror story and it's like, oh my god. Vaguely, I swear I've seen the comic before. Oh, yeah. Oh, kinda, it sounds familiar. Ah. So, Dream 2. Dream 2 kinda connects to Dream 1, according to Scooter. They write, I'm driving home and suddenly a UFO appears and tries to beam me up. I drive faster, but it keeps teleporting to keep up. I wake up before I can escape it. Sometimes I have this dream after the one where I'm at the grocery store stealing muffins. The UFO! The UFO wants your muffins, Scooter! That's what it means! That's what it means, the UFO wants your muffins! That's how it works! The aliens, they want your muffins! I swear, if the developer of Voices of Void is listening, you have to include this as a joke gag. At least. That would be funny. You find a box of muffins in the woods, and then suddenly a UFO appears and tries to steal them from you. And as long as you're holding the muffins, the UFO will keep terrorizing you. It's not like one of those things that kills you, but it's one of those things that's just kind of silly in theory. It could happen it could be an event that happens in one of the later days. Thievery, muffins, and UFO sounds fun. I don't know, it doesn't sound fun if they're trying to be beamed up. Besides, didn't you say you teleported? Did you teleport into your car? Speaking of stealing, I once accidentally shoplifted a correction tape because I forgot that I put it in my jacket's pockets. Security never found out from what I could tell. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's correction tape. It's not that bad. I don't think they're gonna make a big deal about correction tape. You know? But yeah, you know, that's a funny little event that they could add to Voices of the Void. Muffin UFO. The MUFO. Look, I mean, they're double chocolate muffins, so I don't exactly blame the UFO for chasing after you. But aren't aliens, like, allergic to chocolate? I don't know. Maybe these aliens aren't allergic to chocolate. Okay. Dream 3. Dream 3. The last one isn't related to any of them, but it's related to something that happens. So that happens, happenstance with a certain Disney show made by a certain person who hates Disney. At least now. More than ever. Dream 3. I was at some sort of school presentation set in the Owl House universe. Suddenly some guy appears and starts attacking everybody. I somehow gain magical powers and start teleporting everybody to safety and healing them. One dream I teleported home, but the next one I just started in my car. They seem to be connected. Alright, I better cook my breakfast now. This stream will be in the background, as per usual. Huh. Well, I guess you'll be missing some of the, illusions, quote-unquote, but it's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Let's see. So, yeah, I guess I've never watched The Owl House before. Every time I wanted to watch it, but then someone on Tumblr would always say it's actually a bad show because of this and that, and I was like, okay, well, so that's who stole the correction tape. Hey, don't get on to Sham, do it. You're the one who is clapping for muffin thievery. So don't give me that. Let's see. But yeah, I guess, they're all related by teleportation for some reason. A bunch of teleportation happening, yeah. It's muffin thievery, not tape thievery. Well, correction tape is important, quote-unquote, but it's not that important, you know? I'm pretty sure in the grand scheme of things, they're not gonna really care if a $2, correction tape is taken from the store, you know? Like, correction tape is pretty cheap from what I know. Hold on. Let's see the prices in the current location I am right now. Well, that's a multi-pack. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Let's see. Walmart. Yeah, definitely Walmart. $8.24. Oh. Damn. Damn, Sean, way to go. You just cost a Walmart almost $10. You better hope that no one from Walmart is listening to this. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now, because let's read about the brain some more. Let's read about the brain some more here. Is there anything about optical illusions in this? I wonder. All emotional. Cough, cough. Fight or flight. Well, no, not that. Emotional problems. You guys have emotional problems? Feeling attraction. Don't worry, I didn't accidentally steal it from Walmart. Goodness gracious. Let's see. No. Well, there's traumatic memories. It talks about PTSD here. So it was purposeful. I'm surprised it doesn't talk about... I was asking if you guys have feelings and emotions. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I guess I could talk about a lack of sleep. I could talk about lack of sleep. So, do you guys know why we sleep? You guys know why we sleep? Because it's important. If we don't sleep, then, depending on what your class is feeling, your class has feelings and emotions. The reason if we sleep is because it helps our body operate. Have you ever had that, well, let me go ahead and paint you a picture. Imagine that you stayed up all night and you want to turn around your sleep schedule. So you think to yourself the best way to do it is to turn your sleep schedule around, is to stay awake as long as you can and go to bed as early as you can. But in reality, I think the absolute solution is to nap for 4 hours, go sluggishly through the rest of your day, and then go to bed at a very good time. Because I think that's the best way to really put a sleep schedule, turn around a sleep schedule. But anyway, if you don't sleep, it says, according to the book, if you don't sleep, going without sleep for a long time causes unpleasant symptoms. When you grow tired, your brain will steadily become unresponsive to neurotransmitters involving regulating happiness. This is why tired people are often moody. When you sleep, your brain resets itself and becomes sensitive to these neurotransmitters once again. The effects of sleep deprivation are become progressively worse the longer you stay awake. So, you know that fifth cup of coffee? Maybe you shouldn't drink it. See, this is why I don't drink coffee. Cause, well, for one, I don't think caffeine even works on me. And for another, it's gross. And for another, it prevents me from sleeping, which is the best part about life, is sleeping. Let's see. So one of the ranges of effects if you don't sleep is forgetfulness, loss of rational thought, risk of illness, higher heart rate, and muscle tremors. I've experienced some of those before. I've had my moments where I didn't want to go to sleep, so my body would be like, okay, you know, be funny, and that is my experience with lack of sleep, unfortunately. I mean, that's the thing that we had to do, is we all had to get some sleep. So if you're one of those people that has a habit of going to bed late, maybe start going to bed a little earlier. I mean, I understand. It's hard. We all have to cope with it, but we all have to cope with it though. Okay. I want you guys to tell me what you see in this one, because I don't know if I can get this one to work. Hold on. It's called this is called My Wife and Mother-in-Law. Opium. Yeah, but that's a different story altogether, man. Actually, I gotta readjust this so I can read the article associated with it. Damn it, I can't. Okay, here, I have a better idea. I've seen this before. One of my jobs was 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and I was super cranky all the time. God damn, Scooter! What the heck? Don't scare me like that. Oh my god, why is it a WebP image? Cringe! Cringe times 1,000! Cringe times 1,001! Yay, I can save it as a PNG. Let's see. Let's see. Right here. Right here is good. Okay. I've seen this before. Have you seen it before? This is, called My Wife and My Mother-in-Law. It's an optical illusion depicting a young woman and an old woman in the same image. I cannot see it. I cannot see it. So I see the young woman, but I don't see the old woman. And I don't know why. Maybe my brain's more broken than I think. Alright, do you see a younger woman or an older woman? This ambiguous image depicts a younger woman looking over a white shoulder and an older woman looking straight down or ahead or down. There are a few different versions. The design first appeared on a German postcard in 1888 and was later adopted by cartoonist William Ellie Heel, in which in a PC titled My Wife and Mother-in-Law. The little thing around the neck is the old woman's mouth. Like I said, I'm trying to see it, but I can't. I guess I could see where the eye might be, but I can't see. I can only see the young woman right now. Like, I can't see the older one. If you can't tell, I'm crossing my eyes. Younger woman, I had to make an effort to see the older woman. Maybe this says a lot about how we are as people. Because if I have a hard time seeing the older woman, then something's wrong with my brain. Well, I mean, there's always been something wrong with my brain. I've already made it very clear that I'm insane. I'm insane in the brain and the membrane. Okay, so apparently one of the things... Apparently it says a 2121 study found no relation between age and perception. Instead, they found people using their own age as a yardstick to assess the age of the figure regardless of which one they see. So maybe I'm having a hard time seeing the old woman because I'm not an old man yet. Because I can't see it. I really can't see it. I can't see the old woman. I say it's a person. I mean, is the back part supposed to be her hair? Cause if it is, then I don't know what to think, really. Cheese and rice. Sorry, my leg's itchy. I forgot to turn on my media source here. You know what, we'll listen to that for a bit while we continue to the next optical illusion. He's always hurt my brain just slightly because... I guess it's because my brain is trying to make sense of it, and it doesn't help anything. This one's a famous one. I can tell because I see this a lot. I see this a lot all the time. Especially in video games. Here we go. Right. It's like a beautiful young lady looking way to her right with a fluffy black coat or something to me. I see. Well... Look at the Herman grid illusion, and your brain will probably create dark blobs that aren't really there at the intersection of white grid lines. Want help or to figure it out on your own? Nah, I'm fine. I'll figure it out on my own eventually. Researchers are still deciphering the exact mechanisms behind how the Herman grid works, but it could be linked to a response of the retinal ganglion cells, which receive and transmit information coming into the eye. So, if you ever seen a grid in any game like this, or any game, or anything like that, then this is one of those things that just kinda messes with your brain a little. Holy cheese. I really don't like looking at this, because it always makes me so frustrated, because I can see the dots, but then they disappear when I look at them. I hate that. I really hate that. This one is so simple, though. No, it's like, you could draw this. You could draw this. You could, like, create this on a program. I could probably create something like this in a program in, like, 10 seconds. Like, it's not hard to create a Herman grid. You can do it with different colors, too, I bet. And just give people even more of a headache. Oh, the gray dots are really like floaters in your eyes. Okay. Okay, so here's another optical illusion. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. No, my chat! Stop moving my chat around. I'm sorry I'm moving you guys around. Sorry I'm moving you guys around so much. I don't mean to, I'm just trying to, you know, trying to get this to work here. Aha! Here we go. Also, I think I'm a little behind in video and chat. Sorry. Refresh your page, maybe? That's the only solution I can offer at the moment. I don't think there's anything else I can do beyond tweaking the, internet speed, and I don't know if I can do that without, if we're gonna break character a bit. Spending a little moolah. So, look at these balls. Look at these balls. So this is called Confetti Spears 5. This is an illusionary images that dupes the brain into seeing. That's okay, it might be just on my end. Hopefully a refresh will help. So Confetti Spears 5 is an illusionary image that dupes the brain, the human brain, into seeing different colored spears that are in fact all the same shade of beige. So if we were to remove all the lines here, they would just be the same color, the same shade. But according to our brains, I see blue I see green, red, blue, blue, red, green, red, red, blue, green, green. Pretty much, let's see. Our vision perceives shapes in greater detail than colors. In this case, the colors of the stripes bleed over to our perception of the spears. Typically, it's the stripes cutting across the spear that mess with our perception of the color behind them. Look closely and you'll see that the foreground stripes in each orb correspond with the shape of the orb behind. Alright, so we see the orbs in their true color of beige when the foreground stripes are removed or pushed to the background. So if we were to remove the foreground stripes, which I'm not doing because I don't feel like it, I can't do it anyway. This is just an image on a website. I can't exactly make them go away even if I wanted to. But if you were to save this image as it is, go into like any paint program of your choice, and do a color pick on any of the spheres, it'd probably be all the same image no matter what. So that's basically how it goes, you know. We all kind of kind of see it in different ways. Well, we all see it the same way, I feel like. I don't know, do you guys see anything different? Do you guys see a different thing other than I do? Or do you guys see something the same? If you're colorblind, it might be annoying because it might be like, oh, well, I don't see any difference at all. I don't know if we have any colorblind people on our chat, though. Or if there are any colorblind people that are watching but aren't participating in chat actively. Well, I'm not colorblind because I've taken the tests. Oh my god, I had the worst scare. Oh my god. So, you know the, color blindness test that sometimes appears on Tungle.hell every now and again? One person, a very smart person, quote unquote, decided to make lost.jpg out of that very, image test. I don't think I am, but it's really hard for me to tell orange and bright red apart. Ooh. Well, I feel like that's kind of a thing that a lot of people do. I tend to be pretty good with colors. You know, there's also, like, the test that floats around every now and again, like, can you tell these colors apart? And I'm usually pretty good at it. I get pretty far without it being a problem. Speaking of eyes, I need to rub mine. Stop rubbing mine so much. So as I was saying, going back to my anecdote, someone on Tungle.hell decided to create lost.jpg out of the colorblindness test. So when I saw it, I thought, oh no, I'm becoming colorblind, am I? No, it turns out someone just wanted to be a troll. And I swear to God, it was the most scary moment of my life. And I'm like, oh no, am I becoming colorblind? I can't see the 6. It was so awful. I hated it. That was the worst lost.jpg. Like, there were some bad lost.jpgs, but that one was the worst one. Because it messed with my brain in a way that I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go to an eye doctor and tell them that, I might be colorblind because lost.jpg appeared on my timeline on Tumblr and I couldn't tell the difference. Ah! I hate it! Ah. We're gonna wrap it up with another auditory illusion, and then we'll we're gonna wrap it up with another auditory illusion, and then we'll, okay, so maybe I can get this on YouTube so I can show the Shepherd Rissetone. Shepherd Rissetone. Okay. Shepherd tone. Shepherd tone. Yep, a visualization of it right here. Whoa. Visualization of the Shepherd glazando, a type of shepherd tone. Shepherd tone is named after Roger Shepherd, the sound consisting of a superposition of pitches separated by specific intervals. When the fundamentals fade out and into and out of a frequency range, it creates illusion of never-ending descent or ascent in pitch. The varying intensity of the colored lines represent the loudness of the tone at the specific time and frequency. Notice how each diagonal line fades into blackness and ends. The illusion can be thought as an auditory equivalent of a barber's pole. So you guys know how barber poles are? You guys know how barber poles are? You know, they have that illusion. Here, hold on. Let me get a GIF of the barber pole up so that way you guys can assess that. You guys don't need to see my recommended. Or that down there. You don't need to see that either. Okay. You got the illusion right here. Hold on, let me see if I can find a GIF of the barber pole. Images? This one's perfect. This one's perfect. Salon in my town has one. Well, here's a visualization of it. It's loading. Here's a visualization of it to look at while you listen to this and look at this as well. Here we go. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Oh, these always give me roller coaster feeling in my stomach. Yeah, some of these sounds give you anxiety sometimes because of the way they sound. No, not that. Well, here, let's keep that on screen in the meantime. In the meantime, here. A shepherd risotone. Okay, so I'm getting this image from Wikipedia. Jeez. Sorry, I keep shaking you guys around. Keep shaking around the chat, and I don't mean to. This is what it's supposed to look like in a spectrogram. I don't know if you guys know what a spectrogram is, but it's like a visualization technique for sound sometimes. So as you can see, it's kind of all the same, sort of. Yeah, see right here? I don't really know how it works exactly. Yeah, it's a superposition of sine waves separated by octaves. When played with bass pitch of tone moving upward or downward is referred as a shepherd scale. So here's a shepherd scale from an audio on Wikipedia. Eesh. That one sucks. Let's not listen to that one anymore. That one sucks too. Here we go. Let's see. I think there's another audio illusion here. And this is one right here. That's kind of the same as the one we were just listening to earlier, what, isn't it? I kind of heard a little psh in the middle there. Let me delete this text really quick. Let me delete the barbershop poll as well. Okay, I gotta do a quick BRB because my bladder's full. Oh boy, this one really gives me a falling sensation. It is there is that like anxiety you get from listening to things like that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bathroom really quick, and we'll continue with our dream discussion after that. Isn't Mario 64 Endless Stairs a Shepherd tone too? I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Usually Wikipedia has like all these sources. Hold on, let me do an F, a control F. Aha! In this game, in the video game Super Mario 64, 1996, for the Nintendo 64 concert, a piece of plays where when the player tries to climb the never-ending stairs located in the penultimate room of Peach's castle, incorporates a slightly modified Shepherd's scale played in the background. The auditory illusion complements the spatial loop effect, giving the impression that the stairs never end. That is pretty cool. Now you learn something new every day. There's a couple other illusion. There's a couple other examples here. Like apparently it's used in Queens, A Day at the Races. Opens and closes with a shepherd tone. Painful Light's Echoes ends with a features an ascending shepherd tone. Huh. Oh. Then the ending of the Beatles' I Am the Walrus incorporates a shepherd tone with a chord progression built on ascending and descending lines in this bass and strings. I don't know, who cares about the Beatles? I mean, you know, who cares about the Beatles when we could talk about more dreams? And now back in the room. Ah, I see. Man, I should have gotten some water while I was up. Damn it. I'll be fine. I think I'll get some more water eventually. But let's continue with our dream journaling. Let's continue with our dream journaling with Sham. Sham, who is currently busy right now, who has become a sort of a regular. I've come from cooking breakfast. Cooked a good old scrambled egg. Well, you're just in time because we're about to read your dreams. Another occasional regular in our little chat here. Obviously we all love and adore them so much. And so we have 3 dreams from them. Obviously, they are very good dreams. And I hope that we can kind of relate to them. But if we can't, then that's fine. I will find a way to relate to them. 3 dreams from them. So that's how it works. Okay. Sorry. Aw, Burt, that's so flattering. We all love you, okay? You are a good regular and we love you. Here, let me go ahead and close out some of these windows on my other screen here and then I'll get started. So, first dream, dream 1. Dream 1. Let's see, I'm just skimming over it. I love you. Ah. Thanks, that means a lot more than you thought. Oh. Oh. Here I am, blushing. I'm blushing. My cheeks are now tinted slightly red. I'm embarrassed. Okay, so the first dream. The first dream is, I remember laying down and trying to fall asleep. To cope from stress, if I recall correctly. My dream tends to mute my physical sensation, but they all still feel surreal. I remember the vague sensation of falling, quote parentheses, sinking, through my bed, as white engulfed my surroundings and black lich effects creep into my peripherals from a bottomless abyss below. I was terrified of where this pit will lead me, but I ultimately had hesitantly accepted the situation, trusted myself that I would be okay by the end of it, even if there is even something beyond it. I don't know. I cannot think of anything nice to say, so I'm not gonna say anything at all. I will just say this. That is sleep paralysis at its finest. I will say that right now. That is definitely sleep paralysis at its finest. It is a fun little thing, ain't it? I mean, like I said, whenever I experience sleep paralysis, I think to myself, I better start, like, trying to control myself, because there is no way in hell. Yeah. It's alright, though. I think that's an interesting sleep paralysis. Black lich effects. Yeah, I can't think of anything to say. I want to joke, but I don't think I should, because there's no way to riff on this without making you feel bad about how your situation. Because I feel like this is just a stress response at this point. Well, then again, you have to admit, if I was in this situation for reals and it wasn't a dream, I don't think acceptance would be the thing that, unless it led somewhere where I knew it was going to be okay in the end. The first dream is pretty meaningful for me. So I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. You know what? That's it. Let's just move on to the second dream there. Let's move on to the second dream. And so, dream 2. There was one time I dreamt that I was held as a hostage by a terrorist group. I knew that my country was under attack by a lot of groups of terrorists. One scene that stuck to me was that the terrorists and I were chilling at my childhood beach, seemingly resting after a long day. Near sunset, the tides were very low, hence all of us were on where the sea was supposed to be. If I were to attempt to escape there, I would surely be shot dead. So I was playing the long game, waiting for the opportunity to book it while I can. And then you woke up, and you were like, I got away! I played the long game, and I got away! Take that, dream terrorists! You can't get me while I'm awake! You can't get me while I'm awake, because I'm asleep. Because only when I'm asleep you guys can get me. And when I'm awake, you guys can't. God damn. I don't know. Something tells me that this is another stress response. This is another stress response as well. I always feel like whenever we're stressed, our dreams are always affected by it. And I've stated this before. Second dream was actually really terrifying. I'm sorry. I will hug. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be making fun. I shouldn't be making fun. I'm sorry. I kind of ripped on Scooter's dreams, but I'm pretty sure they didn't appreciate that either. I feel bad now. I'm so sorry. I was trying to be a little silly because it's like you woke up and you were like, yeah, that does sound awful. Hope you don't have it again anytime soon. Like, I remember when I was talking about how whenever I'm stressed, I dream about the end of the world. And that's pretty much one of the dreams that I've frequently had on a regular basis. A dream that, the world is ending. Thanks, hugs back. You know. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Mine were weird, so it's okay. Well, yeah, but you know. Alright. Well, let's move on to Dream 3 before I put my foot in my mouth any more than I already have. So, in Dream 3, I do have short dreams, like where I find myself dreaming of being able to somewhat see through my closed eyes with some inaccuracies, and being aware that I can't move my body unless I'm forced to move my body. Kinda feels like I have sleep paralysis, but not really. I know I feel an invisible weight over me, but my eyes are never open. Well, you pretty much confirmed a little while ago that was your blanket, right? Like that was the thing that happened where you have your blanket over you. Do you like own any weighted blankets? That's a very good question, you know. I feel like a lot of people don't really, I feel like a lot of people own weighted blankets. But I feel like, I don't own a weighted blanket. I hate weighted blankets. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But at the same time, let's see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'd like the concept of a weighted blanket, but it would probably be a fun thing to entertain. I like having my plushies on top of me sometimes, so maybe I should try to do that every now and again. Try to do that at some point. Okay. So, you know what? Sleep paralysis may be caused by REM. It says body paralysis. I do have a tortilla blanket that I snuggle frequently. Oh, that's cute. Let's just talk about all the plushies we own now. Let's do that. I own 2 shark plushes. I have 2 shark plushes, an Enderman plush, a Luigi plush, Squid plush from Splatoon. I have a 1-Up plush, I have a Creeper plush, and I have a really big teddy bear on the very end of my bed. that I sleep with. You guys can't see them because what's a good excuse, guys? What's a good excuse for what it is? Yawn, yawn, yawn. What's a good excuse for why you guys can't see my plushes? Well, I have a lot of them anyway. They are all it's sometimes very uncomfortable to sleep with them, though. The Mario plush especially. It's like a Mario mushroom plush, but it's like one of those really hard plushes that aren't very fluffy. Like if you were to like sleep on top of it, it'd probably be like, you know, an actual pillow. So for me, it's like really hard to sleep with as a result. It'll get on top of me and I'll be like, I don't want this thing on top of me. So I guess I don't want weighted blankets or plushies or anything. Because that would mean that, I just realized that my streams tend to be stress-based, bruh. Hugs for you! Everybody, you're required to hug Sham in chat, or I will have Scooter ban you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, you know, a weighted blanket will be kind of fun, but I don't think I'd like it a lot. Let's see. Making memories. Learning. Learning. Spreads arms open. Hug, hug, hug. Hug, hug, hug. I gotta. Hold on. I'll run against the screen. That'll help me get your hugs. I can't reach you. Can't reach you. How do I get you? It sucks. It sucks that I'm stuck in the second dimension and I can't hug you. Ah! Well, it's fine. If I ever get out to the third dimension, I'll have an existential crisis. Okay, so you know, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Let's see. I mean, we can always look at another, optical illusion. Let's see. Oh! This one's good. This one's good. I like this one a lot. And not because it just has to do... Not just because it has to do with ducks. That's not exactly it. Well, I see the ducks. Apparently there's a thing where if you recognize a duck, you're... I literally hug my laptop, thanks y'all. Aww. I hope that you have better days ahead of you, Sham. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Everybody see the ducks? See. Well, I see both. I see the ducks and I see the rabbit. I see the rabbit and I see the duck. So it says, a duck was not what I saw at first. Ah. Yeah. It's weird. I see both. I see the duck and sometimes I see the rabbit. Like, for my brain, it flip-flops. They kind of look like a light bulb to me at first. Okay, Scooter's on a different level. Scooter's on a different plane right now, guys. A psychologist. I saw birds and the rabbit when you mentioned it. Oh. Well, a duck is a bird, so I guess it makes sense. A rabbit was definitely not the thing I saw either. Scooter's confusing the psychologists. They're like, do you see the duck or do you see a rabbit? Do you see a duck or you see a rabbit? And they say, I see a light bulb. And the doctor looks at their image and they're like, okay, we could work with this. Actually, maybe not. No, I can see the rabbit if I tilt my head slightly. I'm mostly seeing the duck, but I can see the rabbit if I concentrate a little bit. Oh my god, Lusty Snack XX! What do you see? Lusty Snack XX, what do you see? Mr. I'm gonna advertise my stupid bot thing. I see both of them, but before I saw fish. Once again, the doctor who is watching this is confused. They're like looking at both of you and they're like, okay. We're gonna have to analyze what this means for you both. To be fair though, I can't see anything other than, well, I can kind of see a fish. It'd be a very long fish without fins. Like, you know how fish have those fins on the side of their face and they swim with them? Nemo had that little fin, so it was kind of funny. Oh. Okay, well that one's boring, so let's get to this one. Hello everyone. We just ordered you just ordered your brain hurt juice. Just drink it right away and your brain will start hurting. It's a very specific fish. I gotta look it up. Well, in the meantime, why don't you go ahead and drink some brain hurt juice? It's like the bird rabbit's heads poking out of the water. Well, I think that's the point of the illusion. It's supposed to be very few details in a little bit. But anyway, we just ordered your brain. We just received your order. We just received our order of brain hurt juice. I hope you guys don't mind. This will hurt your brain a little. How is this? It looks like it's spinning, right? It's so weird. Okay. Oh yeah, this one hurts ass. Okay. It's a very funny little image. Rotating snakes is a motion illusion. We perceive movement that isn't happening. Everything in the above image above is static, and yet the overlapping round objects appear to swirl. If you stare at any specific point in the image, the effect stops. So, you know, just stop staring at it if you don't want to look at it anymore. If you well, actually stare at it if you don't want to stop. I can't make it stop. They can't stop. They won't stop. Make them stop. Make them stop. Help, make them stop. Okay. Big ouch, yeah. Brain hurt juice. Here's a famous one. Here's a famous one. You guys probably already know what this is. But if you don't know the name officially, it's called Rubens vase. A lot of variations of this image were probably made. Yummy brain hurt juice. Some brain hurt juice to go with your scrambled eggs. But anyway. Many variations of this have been made. There was even one in Katamari, We Love Katamari. A Rubens vase. Katamari on the swing. Alright, so here we go. Rubens vase. Here. Oh, I always called this candlestick. Here, hold on, let me save an image of it really quick. P. Why is it a web P? A pillar, a face, something. Yeah. Face something. What am I doing? Here, hold on. Wow, look at that. It's covering the chat now. Let's see. Okay, so you see two faces or a vase. Rubens vase or Rubens face depicts both because the side profile, two identical faces, matches the outline of a vase, sometimes a candlestick. Illusions like Rubens vase are called ambiguous images because, well, they're ambiguous. There was a show like this a while ago. Ah, I see. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember. The name escapes me. Alright. Alright, class, for this next experiment, you're going to need something like a pencil. Okay, never mind. We're not doing this experiment. I can't make it. The name escapes me too. Well, here's a visual of it happening right now. That's not what I want. This is it. Right here. So, according to this is something you can do at home. If you have a pencil, that is. Or a pen. The rubber pencil illusion is a classroom classic. Pick up a pencil and shake it with your thumb and forefinger. Brain games? If you get the angle and motion just right, then the rigid pencil will appear to transform into rubber before your eyes. The pencil remains rigid, of course, but your brain can't keep up with the movement. So we can only process about 50 to 1,000 individual frames per second. So we get a summary of what's happening, you know. I don't have a pencil on me, but I do have a chopstick. So it's a thumb and index finger. Here, let me see if I can do this. Aha! It kind of works with a chopstick. Yeah, it actually kind of works with a chopstick. If I move it fast enough. I tried that when I was young. Oh, I did it. It worked. So yeah, you want to know another trick you can do? If you take your, if you take both your index fingers and then cross your eyes while lining them up, you can get like a sort of imaginary floating finger in the middle. This. You can get a sort of imaginary floating finger in the middle. I did that when I was younger a lot. Well, of course, how about we scroll down to look at a classic? This is a classic. Like, when you think of optical illusions, I think this is the first image that comes to mind when you, think of optical illusions. I love you. Here we are. Almost there, don't worry. I just gotta crop it just right. I shouldn't be cropping these. I should have saved these images, but this was kind of haphazardly, slapped together, sort of. Like, we had the submissions ready, but not the optical illusions. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. So, everybody knows this. There are different versions of the impossible cube, but they're all geometric plates that we couldn't be able to physically create. So, if you look at it, of course, it looks just kind of like weird. Believe it or not, this is probably the pinnacle of optical illusion technology, you know? I tried the cross-eye finger trick. I had to remove my glasses to do it. Oh. Ah, yes, the classic cube. Cube? Don't you mean cube question mark? Nah, I'd build this. Nah, I build this. I can build this. I want to untangle it. I do too. It just, there's just something about this cube that, that you want to actually just take it and just grab it and just rip it apart. And I think that's the frustration. Cube quote. Cube. Well, how about we submit to another auditory illusion? This is one that I wanted to do for a while. This is, we're not gonna have any visuals. This is purely auditory. So, I want chat to be dead silent for the next 3 minutes and 42 seconds. And I want you guys to just listen. This video comes from AlanKey86 on, YouTube. If you want to look him up, he has some other stuff. If you have headphones on, they're recommended. Get your headset, everyone. Get your headsets. If you have them. If you don't have them, then don't worry. I think this should work just fine without a headset. So, just concentrate, take a deep breath, and listen.
Welcome to auditory illusion number 3. You're going to need a pair of headphones. I'm going to play you 30 seconds of audio. Listen carefully through your headphones and see what words emerge from the track. Here we go. What words could you hear? Here's a list of some of the words that test subjects have reported hearing.
I'm not looking at that.
The track was created by Diana Deutsch, a professor of psychology at the University of California. Deutsch explains that just as people sometimes see faces or objects in the clouds, so people also hear words in this essentially meaningless audio. This phenomena is called pareidolia. The track itself is just 2 syllables. Whilst one syllable is sounding in the left ear, the other syllable sounds in the right ear, and then they swap over. Let's have a go at another one. I'll be interested to know what words you can hear in this. What could you hear in that track? Deutsch has discovered that the words that people hear are often related to how they're feeling at the time of the experiment. For example, if a subject is feeling hungry, they'll pick out words relating to food. If the subject is feeling stressed, they'll pick out words connected to whatever it is they're stressed about. Here's one final example of the phantom words phenomena. Here we go. If you found that you could only hear one word in each track, have a look in the comments below and see what words other people could hear. Then listen again and you'll probably discover that these other words suddenly become apparent to you. Also, if you'd like to hear extended versions of the tracks, please click this link. Tune in next time for another auditory illusion.
Oh. I heard quite a few. With the first one, I heard, nowhere, of course. Nowhere, no way. Nowhere, no way. I heard in the second one, killing or whatever, something like that. And then, in the third one, I actually heard no brain. Which, weird, to say the least. I'm not sure why I heard that. It might be because I'm stressed about something, I'm not sure. But, either way, those are just some examples. That's one of the ones that was the most interesting to me, because once again, this is another one that I kind of stole from Vincent Vinesauce. He played 30 seconds of the, of that test as well, and he experienced that as well. And I was like, that's what kind of got me into this idea of the auditory illusions. I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. That there is like a track out there that literally is just like, you can just hear the words, but you can't exactly decipher them unless you like really listen. And it all depends on your state of mind too. Like if you don't know like, you know, if you're hungry, I'm pretty sure you hear food names. So listen, if you ever find that video, just listen to it while you're hungry and see what happens. You know, like, see if you hear bacon or something, like bacon or eggs. I'm not hungry, so I don't hear food names, of course. Let's see.
I love you.
Binaural beats. Then whatever I hear cook. Yeah. Here I cook. Yeah, there you go. What if it tells you to cook duck à l'orange? How are you gonna get a hold of a duck and an orange? Let's see. Let's do this second to last one. Let's do this next one really quick. A binalar beat. Binalar beat. Or maybe not that. Yeah. Okay, so let's call it a bi-beat. A bi-beat is an auditory illusion that can occur when two sine waves of different frequencies are presented to the listener dichotically. Now, if you're a band geek like me, this has a lot to do with tuning, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it says check tuning at unison. So if if you hear a band and they play the B, sometimes you'll hear like a wave, like a whoop, 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 whoop. That's basically what that is, honestly. So it's basically what it is. I always heard it whenever I was like listening and tuning myself, because tuning is like a sort of like exact thing where you have to make sure that everything is perfect in order to actually make in order to make sure that everyone sounds good. So like when you're tuning like a flute or a tuba or a trombone, and you're all in a band together, and you're listening to the sound as it goes, you will hear that wave form, and actually it is actually the it is actually kind of that sort of thing there. I can play it here for you right now, but it's about 6 seconds long, so hopefully you guys can take it. Yeah, see, you hear that? If I remember that sound very distinctly from band, because when you're tuning instruments, you hear that wave over the band, and it's like you can hear it, and it's like, okay, so no, someone's not in tune. Cool, yeah, exactly. Like that's how it works. So to experience by okay, this is another file. This is 10 seconds long. Get yourself ready. Yeah. And I can't hear it as well, but it's an interesting one. It's an interesting sort of phenomena. All right. Well, while we got ourselves another dream to read. We're actually going to read two, because the next one's a the next one's actually a short one. So, we're going to put them all together. But two submissions in a row, in other words. Let's see. Let's see. While we do that, let's go ahead and it's called Sketchy Art Jump Scare. I have a feeling it goes with that dream that Sketchy had. So there we go. There's a sketchy art jump scare. Here we go. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we have Sketchy, who has also become another regular in our chat here. As someone who's tried hard and interested in trying my hand in music tuning is one of the interesting things to learn. Yeah, exactly. It is a very interesting concept. You don't have to worry about it now, because the machine does it for you. The machine usually does it for you, so you have to like kinda you kinda have to like, just make sure that it sounds okay, to say the least, if you understand basic harmonies and such. Aw, it's Ellie and Roof. Yep. It's Ellie and Robert. They do look pretty dapper. So, apparently this goes with a dream that Sketchy had. So as I said, Sketchy, excellent artist, might add. Excellent artist, and of course, a, excellent artist and another chat regular. Let's go ahead and see what they dream about. um, dream. Okay, so they only submitted one dream, but they said, I think I'll go with the most very recent, the Henry Stickmin collection dream I had, involving Ellie, Rupert, Carol, Frederick, and Howie. I would have known at least one more dream, but they were all too weird to describe. Hey, there's no such thing. Hey, look, listen, that's just your subconscious, man. Your subconscious is weird no matter what, man. Just saying. Okay. So he had a dream involving Howie, Frederick, Carol, Rupert, and Ellie going undercover to the semi-formal event. I think the top parentheses, I think the government and Top Hats might have been collaborating for this one, so it must have been big. Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. Let's see. At some point, Ellie and Rupert were like my main guys. I remember Rupert wearing this garish, yellow Hawaiian dress jacket, and Ellie looked more like a classier one in this situation. I had to post a drawing of their outfits. Can't say I remember what the top hats were wearing, unfortunately. Frederick was probably wearing his cheese hat, as per usual. Carol was probably wearing something that makes her look more like a lesbian that she already is. And Howie just kind of wears whatever to those kind of events. Let's see. At some point during this party, someone had broken into a vault and tripped a bunch of alarms. Ellie sent Rupert after the culprit, and he caught them, but ended up getting kicked in the jaw. So Ellie, Carol, Frederick, and Howie had to take over and catch them. I'm gonna say that's a timeline where Henry was going solo. Maybe he was the culprit and stealing documents or jewels. But the dream ended before we got to the end of it. Aw. Well, that sucks. Well, that's fine. I mean, you know, that's... I guess Frederick was a big help, of course, as per usual. This is a very pretty outfit, though. Wow. This is very pretty. What Rupert's wearing. You know how I knew this was a dream? Because the top hats and government are working together. You know what? I don't blame you for that. This is a very, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I think I had a dream involving Chuck, but I don't really remember what happened in it. It's like an ultimatum with the wall or whatever. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty weird. Anyway, we can go ahead and take that off for now and move on to the next stream. Next stream is the last one. From Skittles, aka Charles Calvin 32713, aka Chuck. So they, haha, yeah, it was either a blue moon on a Friday the 13th when all the planets align. Oh, well, that's a very, very unlikely thing to happen. Jeez. That is a very, very unlikely thing to happen indeed. And the last stream, of course, comes from Skittle. Everybody remembers Skittle. They haven't been around recently, which makes me sad because I enjoyed their company, and they aren't around anymore. It makes me sad. Well, it's fine. If they're still watching, then I hope that they're enjoying themselves. If they're not watching, then that's fine too. So, as the title suggests, you know, we have one dream, and they had a dream. They had a dream. And this this is a pretty you can tell this was written by a 13-year-old. Because it didn't really go into too much detail. Let's see. So the dream that they had, I saw Skittle are in different fandoms now. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, hopefully they're enjoying themselves either way. So their dream, though, they had was, I had a dream that I was Charles Calvin and crashed my heli into the ground, but it started raining acid powder and I spat it out at a kid. First dream as Charles, it was epic. That does sound epic. Why can't I have dreams like that? Why can't I have dreams like that? It's so awful. How dare? Well, anyway, I think it's safe to say that, tonight was a pretty low-key night. We kept going for about 2 hours, and, I think that's good enough, you know? We're not here to do this deeper discussion. We were just here to talk about dreams, talk about how our brains work, talk about optical illusions, you know, stuff like that. And I think that's fun either way, you know. We all kind of have that moments where we see things that aren't quite what they seem, and it's fine, you know. We can attribute it to magic, or we can attribute it to our brains being stupid. Yeah, that was fun. Well, we'll leave ourselves off with one more brain hurt juice. You guys want more brain hurt juice? You guys want brain hurt juice? Here we go. The dream you mentioned about the ultimatum and the wall got me expired for a future project. Ah. Interesting. More brain hurt juice incoming. This is our last illusion for the night. A wavy piece of paper. Or not. Peripheral drift. Peripheral drift illusions are a type of anomalous motion illusion that gives the illusion that static images are moving like a video. Take a look at the image above and you'll see the dots swirl on the page like they're floating in water. If you focus on any specified dot, the effect of perceived motion should stop. Illusion depends on eye movement with the dots swirling in the peripheral. No, it just keeps going for me. Ooh, brain hurt juice, now in liquid form. You mean the brain hurt juice wasn't liquid earlier? That's how it works? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of low-key dream journal stream. I was afraid that it might not turn out to be all that big, but you know what? I'm actually happy that I managed to get 2 hours out of this. And I'm glad. I want to thank everybody who submitted dreams. I want to thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys doing that. I know how hard it is to kind of share something that personal to you guys, and I know that's hard to do. So it's good that you guys were able to, like, you know, at least step up and, you know, share that information. You know, if you ever come to regret it in the future, then just remember, it's the internet. You know, fame is temporary, but the internet is forever. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys take care of each other, love each other, be good to each other as per usual. As always, I will be streaming tomorrow, probably 30 minutes past BBST, probably. Just a small reminder that whenever you see something, just think about how your brain sees it before you think about how you see it. And dream on. Dream on. I will be sharing more of my dreams now because I have to start sharing my dreams again. Anyway, have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.